1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumaira Kamal. The headlines first. Prime Minister says a flame of freedom from Indian yoke has been kept alive by the generation of Kashmiris in the face of fascist Modi-led government, tyranny and oppression. Kashmiris on both sides of line of control and the world over are observing the Kashmir Martyrs Day today. President has called for constructive measures to expand bilateral economic ties with Iran at the joint border crossings. Pakistan and the United States have agreed to bolster bilateral relations between the two sides in diverse fields. National Disaster Management Authority has issued advisory to the federal and provincial departments to stay alert amid the fresh weather forecast of vigorous monsoon. Security forces have killed 4 terrorists during exchange of fire in Datta Khel area in North Waziristan district. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif says the Kashmir Martyrs Day is a reminder of sacrifices which Kashmiris have rendered for their inalienable and UN-sanctioned right to self-determination. In a tweet, he said flame of freedom from the Indian yoke has been kept alive by the generations of Kashmiris in the face of Indian tyranny and oppression. Kashmiris on both sides of line of control and the world over observed the Kashmir Martyrs Day today to reaffirm the pledge that they will continue their struggle till they achieve their inalienable right to self-determination. According to Kashmir Media Service, the day is observed every year on 13th of July in the memory of the 22nd Kashmiri martyrs who were shot dead by the troops of Dogra Maharaja in 1931. They were part of thousands of people who had assembled outside Central Jail, Srinagar, during the court proceedings against one Abdul Qadir who had asked the Kashmiris to defy the Dogra rule. At the time of Namaz-e-Zohar, a young man started azan and was killed by the Dogra soldiers. Another took his place and he was also martyred by the troops. Thus, 22 youths sacrificed their lives till the completion of azan. All-party Hurriyat Conference leadership, while paying rich tributes to the martyrs, said that the freedom movement has now entered the decisive phase after defeating all nefarious designs and oppressive tactics of India. The All-Party Hurriyat Conference leadership urged the United Nations to take steps to settle the Kashmir dispute by implementing its relevant resolutions. Speakers at a seminar organized by All Parties Hurriyat Conference and AJK chapter in Islamabad in connection with the Kashmir Martyrs Day today reiterated the Kashmiris' resolve to accomplish the mission of their martyrs at all costs. Rallies and seminars were held in Azad Jammu and Kashmir, Pakistan and all major capitals and cities of the world including London and New York to eulogize the sacrifices of Kashmiri martyrs. Pakistan expresses solidarity with the Kashmiri people on 91st Yom-e-Shohada-e Kashmir. In a statement, Foreign Office spokesperson Asim Iftikhar Ahmed said the government and people of Pakistan are today solemnly observing the 91st Kashmir Martyrs Day. The spokesperson said Kashmiris are still struggling against Indians' illegal occupation. He further said even today the 900,000 strong Indian occupation forces continue to hold hostage the Kashmiri people under the worst form of military siege to perpetuate their wrongful occupation of Jammu and Kashmir. Asim Iftikhar once again urged India to immediately halt its state terrorism in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, seize all human rights violations, release all political prisoners, lift the inhuman military siege, and stop its attempts to change the demographic structure of the occupied territory. The spokesperson called upon the international community, international human rights organizations, and particularly the United Nations and its human rights mechanism to take cognizance of the dire human rights and humanitarian situation in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and ensure peaceful resolution of the Jammu and Kashmir dispute in accordance with the relevant UNSC resolutions and the wishes of the Kashmiri people. President Dr. Arif Alvi has called for accelerating operation of barter mechanism with Iran in order to expand and facilitate trade exchange. During a meeting with Iran's Consul General Hassan Nourian in Karachi, the president stressed the necessity of taking constructive measures to expand bilateral economic cooperation at the joint border crossings. Iran's Consul General in his remarks said that the increase in exchange at border points is also stressed by Iran. Pakistan and the United States have agreed to bolster bilateral relations between the two countries in diverse fields. The understanding was reached at a meeting between Pakistan's ambassador to the United States, Masood Khan, and chairman of the U.S. Senate Armed Services Committee, Senator Jack Reed, in Washington, D.C. Masood Khan said that both the countries enjoyed close defense cooperation in the past and would like to build on their existing security bonds. The ambassador emphasized that many of the defense platforms used by Pakistan were American, which required sustained support. Talking about the future plans, he said that the two countries would continue to partner with each other in political and economic affairs. Masood Khan briefed the U.S. Senator about the situation of regional security and Afghanistan, including the latest efforts to create conditions for stability and prosperity in the neighborhood. The U.S. Senator expressed the confidence that the long-standing ties between Pakistan and U.S. would continue to grow as the two countries celebrate the 75th anniversary of their diplomatic relations. This is Radio Pakistan. The National Disaster Management Authority has issued advisory to the federal and provincial departments to stay vigilant and alert amid fresh weather forecast of vigorous monsoon and torrential rains. In a press release, the authority said, as per fresh forecast by Pakistan Meteorological Department, monsoon currents are penetrating upper and central parts of the country. It said a new strong monsoon low-pressure area system was approaching Sindh on Wednesday, which would cause more heavy rainfall till Sunday. The NDMA advised the authorities concerned to ensure timely evacuation of population from low-lying and flood-prone areas as per evacuation plans and ensure availability of shelter, food, and medicines in relief camps. Pakistan Army and Frontier Corps South distributed relief goods among victims of flash floods in Tank today. The flood damaged 90% of houses in UC-Pi area of Tank on the second day of Eid al-Adha and left several families homeless. According to a press release, apart from rescuing people to save places, the Pak Army and FC South also distributed 715 bags of food items and 5,000 kg bags of flour to the flood-affected families. Senior officers of Pakistan Army and FC South and Jawans also played crucial roles in rescue operations as first respondent to rescue stranded people. Pakistan Army troops have killed 4 terrorists during exchange of fire in Datta Khel area in North Waziristan district. According to ISPR, weapons and ammunition was also recovered from the killed terrorists. The killed terrorists remained actively involved in terrorist activities against security forces. The United States says Russia's deepening ties with Iran and the Ukraine conflict poses a profound threat. Addressing a press conference in Washington, the U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan has urged the international community to watch Russia's alliance with Iran against Ukraine. In Sri Lanka, a state of emergency has been proclaimed today as thousands of people stormed the Prime Minister's office in Colombo. The country's president has already flown to Maldives following months of widespread protests against an economic crisis. Ukraine has denied that Russian forces shot down its 4 military jets. A spokesperson for the Ukrainian Air Force, Yuri Inhat, dismissed the assertion as propaganda. Earlier in a statement, Russian Defense Ministry said Russian forces destroyed 4 Russian-made Ukrainian airplanes and Mykolaiv regions of East Ukraine. And finally, the weather. More rain, thunder showers are expected in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab, Kashmir, Gilgit-Baltistan, East Balochistan and Lower Sindh during next 12 hours. Heavy rains are expected in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Northeast Punjab and Kashmir. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio, Pakistan News Official.